What's Sunrise Senior College?
Sunrise Senior College is part of a network here in the state of Maine for people 50 and over who are still interested in learning various subject matter that they may not have had a chance to explore when they were younger. It's very inexpensive.
Where's the campus?
Right here on UMM.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, and it's $25 a year to join. Then the classes are $15, and you get a book on top of that.
And what kind of classes do you offer?
Well, we have Shakespeare, we have rug weaving, we have Bugs of the World, we have haiku poetry, we have reading the short story, memoir writing, statistics.
And how's it going? I mean, are there a lot of people signing up?
There always are. We usually have at least 100 people that have subscribed to any different semester or summer shorts program, and we have a rolling membership of about 300.
And is it only for seniors, or are you in a class with younger people too?
No, you have to be 50 or over to join, or the spouse of someone who is. There are occasionally programs that are free and open to the public of any age.
Oh, okay.
We have 2 coming up this summer, one on Richard Byrd and one on the Kurds. And so these will be advertised in the newspaper because of our great publicity chair.
Okay.
And on the marquee out in front of the college. And people are welcome to just stop in and see what it's all about.
Okay. Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
This is Tonkin cane, and this is turkey feathers, and they've been wound on there with natural sinew. So the whole thing is like one of the old-fashioned arrows, and people made the whole thing.
Now you guys make them.
My husband makes them now and then. He doesn't.
What does he normally make? Bows or arrows?
The bows.
Just the bows.
Yeah.
Why? Why does he make them? I mean, why have a bow made by him as opposed to going to some store and buying one?
Because it's individual, and he can customize them for the length, for the poundage, for the whole thing.
Do people use them for hunting?
Oh yeah.
That's what they're mostly used for?
These are really, the
Those are
adult
the hunting
bows
ones?
here. Well, those are adult bows. These are children's bows here. Yeah. And yes, you can use those for hunting, and people do all the time.
Okay. Thank you. That's pretty cool. What's your knife? I used a lot of knives, but I never saw that particular one.
That's made by Larry Balpin. He's a machinist, but he's an artist and a very good friend. My wife ordered it for me for Christmas.
Oh, nice.
There he makes it for a few people.
How are you?
I'm fine. Simply because of point that camera somewhere else.
Have I ever talked to you?
What?
Have I ever spoken to you?
Yes, you have.
You look familiar to me.
I'm a Pearl Harbor survivor. I'm an oldie but goodie.
Wow.
Yeah, wow.
How many of you are there left?
Not too many.
On shore duty, even more so.
I would be amazed. This is just off the top of my head. I would be amazed to see if there was maybe 200 left in the entire country.
Yeah. How old are you?
I was 91 in December.
Looking good.
And I hope to get a lot older. And as I tell people, and I say it with all sincerity, I hope the good Lord lets me live to be 117 so that I can attend the 100th anniversary of Pearl Harbor in 2041.
I'll tell him how you want to get there.
Oh, how I want to get there in May of 2041, if I'm capable, I'll write the President of the United States and say, "Dear Mr. President, Parent, DAD, Parent, may I borrow the car, Parent, Air Force One, Parent, tonight to go to Pearl Harbor for the 100th anniversary?" And I think I'll get it.
I think you'll get
I
it
think
too.
I would.
I think you will.
I don't think there's any doubt. How often do you go back there? 'Cause I've been there.
I have never been back there since I left it in 1945.
Why? Why haven't you gone back?
A lot of reasons, mainly. I mean, 30 years in the Navy with most of his work out in the Pacific during the war, but back onto the East Coast after the war, and has been over here on the East Coast ever since. And it's just, life took its chances, and he was very happy and stayed here.
So where were you what were you doing when it happened?
I was a RMSA, a Radioman Seaman Apprentice. I had graduated from Radioman School, and I was aboard the USS Bagley, DD-386. Had been tied up at the Navy Yard just across the inlet from the subbase. And when the Japanese struck, well, that's a whole nother story. You know, I don't think I have enough film in your
Sure
camera.
I do. Just tell me a little bit. How you doing? Great. Good to meet you.
I've had a great time.
Oh, I know. Wow. It's an honor for me. I'm an ex-coastie. I'm ex-Coast Guard. Sure. Oh,
Hooligan Navy?
are you guys still? No, you're still not into that. What they used to call something?
The little
Yeah, the little outfit.
Yeah, the little outfit.
Yeah.
Yes.
And who are you?
I'm Dennis Boyd. I'm retired Navy.
Nice to meet you, Dennis.
Thank you. Pleasure. The
So,
gentleman behind you is
What are you
Captain
doing with
Lee.
yourself these days? Where are you living?
I'm living here right in Machias.
Yeah.
The Navy sent me up here in 1966 to Cutler Naval Radio Station. My wife and children, well, my wife refused to come up here, so
She's up? She's at the house right now?
No. I divorced her, and I married a local woman.
Okay. All right.
And my second wife died in '96 from complication of diabetes.
So tell him what you did December 7th.
Oh, what I did December 7th? Without being taught or trained, I manned number 2 50 caliber machine gun on the USS Bagley, we were tied up starboard side to the pier, so the port side was able to observe.
You're talking December
7th,
7th.
The morning of
1941.
December
Yeah, okay.
7th.
Not this past December 7th. I got you. Okay.
And as I said, I was walking aft on the port side of the Bagley, or 7:45 or something like that, and I looked over on the port quarter, and over at Fort Island, and I see a bunch of aircraft with big red circles on it. And I looked for a minute, and I thought, well, this is maneuvers, and this is the Red Force, and I expected to see aircraft with blue circles on it. What did I know? How long? I've been in the Navy since February, and here it is December. And then I noticed stuff dropping out of the aircraft and blowing up the hangars on Fort Island. And I didn't turn 18 until December 21st, 2 weeks later. But in my little mind, I said to myself, this is not maneuvers, this is war. So I turned around, I did not go to my GQ station. Why? I ran forward to number 2 50 caliber machine gun on the forecastle deck. I grabbed the dog wrench off the bulkhead, went over, broke the padlock off the ready ammunition boxes, and loaded number 2 50 caliber machine gun all by myself, never having been taught, but observing them from being the crow's nest lookout in the previous months. I'd look out and see them practicing loading the gun. So I loaded, and I swear before Almighty God, I shot at and hit the first 2 torpedo planes that went by the Bagley. I'm not claiming to have shot any down. I shot at and hit. And then
That was the first 2 planes that were attacking Battleship Row.
Chief
The
Gunner's
very
Mate
first.
Skinner came down. Chief Gunner's Mate Skinner came down and relieved me on the number 50 caliber machine gun. And I went forward of number 1 5-inch gun on the bow of the ship.
What happened to the ship?
Nothing.
Okay.
They ignored us and they went right by us to get to the battleships. And all during World War II, I was in 17 battles from Pearl Harbor to Okinawa on board destroyers. And all during the war, they ignored us. They flew right over us to get to the aircraft carrier in the center of the task force. And that's the best time to be ignored. You know
You
that?
better believe
The
it.
only injury he sustained during the war was a cut, nicking himself shaving.
Well, the only blood I ever saw in World War II was when I nicked myself shaving, yeah.
Okay.
And as I say, the good Lord been watching over me.
Well, he looks like he's still looking after you.
He is.
You look great.
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I is. I
You
am.
really do.
Thank you.
Please welcome the conductor for this afternoon's concert, the director of Navy Band Northeast, Lieutenant Gregory Fritz. Thank you. You sound wonderful. You may be seated.